Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to draw your name in 1-point perspective. You're going to need a pencil of some sort and a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, you may use anything that has a straight edge, such as folder, book, anything with a straight edge that you can use to draw a line. First thing you need to know how to do is to draw your name in bubble or block letters. If you don't know how to do that, I'm going to do a quick review right now. If you're not sure how to do a block letter, you need to practice this first. You would draw your letter as you normally would in pencil. Then you would take your pencil, and it's like you're making a wall or a border around your letter until you get back to the start. So I'm gonna go right beside what I drew, which was a J. Go all the way around the letter, going close to the line, but not touching the line until I get back to where I started. And it doesn't matter where you start. You would erase when you drew your just regular letter initially, and you would have your block letter. I'll do another one, do an A. Okay, the A is different than the J. It has an inside shape, plus it has an outside shape. What I mean by that is, if I start on the outside, like I said, and go around till I get back to the start, we still have an inside shape. You also need to trace that inside shape before you erase your letter. Once you erase that, you have your block letter. Several letters have inside shapes such as D, B, anything that has a loop. P, I'll do another one, we'll just say P. All right, so trace around the outside, trace around the inside without touching the initial letter, and then erase it. It's best to draw your initial letter as light as you can so you don't see any erase marks. Like, I still can see my letters through my erasure, but I just did that so you can see what we're trying to do. So your name in block letters or bubble letters, if you're into the bubble letter thing, like the real, like they call them fat letters, you can do that. It's the same process. It's just a little bit trickier because you're gonna go more wide around your letter. So it's a little more confusing, but you're more than welcome to make your letters bubble letters if that's what you would prefer. So there's an S. All right, so starting with a name, I don't know, whose name should I do? I'll do your name. All right, I'm going to do Jada's name. So J, if you know how to do block letters without doing what I just showed you, you're more than welcome to just draw them. I only showed that for people that don't know how to do block letters at all. So we have our letters. Now we need our vanishing point or our focal point, which is necessary when you do anything in 1-point perspective. You need that 1 point. So this is our 1 point. Again, vanishing point. It's also called focal point. I like to say vanishing point because it shows where everything goes away from you, where it vanishes into far, far away distance. All right, this is the tricky part. You need your ruler. We're going to connect the edges of your letters to the vanishing point. First, we're going to start on the bottom row. I'm going to put a little mark at the corners of my letters, okay? Corner of your letters. These or edges will be connected to the vanishing point first. So you're going to put your ruler beside the mark you made and the vanishing point, connect it down to the vanishing point with your pencil. Okay. So we have the first step done. The next step is to do the top edges of your letters if they match up with the vanishing point. So the easiest way to do this is to put your pencil on the vanishing point, slide your ruler beside your pencil point and Just move the ruler like this until you hit an edge. If you don't hit an edge, you don't draw anything. If you hit a line and it would go through your letter, you don't draw that line. Okay, you're only drawing what would not hit anything else. For example, my first line is right here, the corner of the top of the J. When I draw my line, if I hit any other pencil line, you stop. You do not go through your letter or anything else. It does not continue down here either. You hit a line, you stop. So, pencil back on the vanishing point, move your ruler till you hit an edge, there's another edge, and I hit a line, so I stop. I do not continue it down. There's nothing on the A that lines up. Over to the D, that lines up. Draw a line down until you hit another line, which we did again. Moving the ruler, nope, that's it. So we have our lines for our 1 point perspective name. What you're going to do, what I ask students to do, and I don't have my examples because we're in quarantine and my examples are at my school, so I don't have the final results to show you, but I asked the students to draw shapes around their name that they like to show something about them. And if they didn't have any shapes in mind, I said that they could do numbers, like maybe their birthday or their sports number or whatever they would like to draw in 1 point perspective. I love stars, so I'm going to do some stars on this one. You want to use up the space in the background in a way that is good. And I'm looking for a word in my mind, it's not there, but you want to set it up so that you don't have one side heavy and another side empty. So this would show one side that's complete and then one side that needs a little love yet. So I'm going to draw a few over here. You do not have to do all the same shape. You could do all different shapes in the background. That's totally up to what you would like. You need vanishing points for your shapes. You can use whatever you'd like. I'm putting a vanishing point right here and attaching all the corners of that star to this vanishing point. These would not connect to the vanishing point because it would go through the star. We're not going through any shape. I'm going to actually attach that 1, 2. Again, when you hit a line, you stop. So I'm stopping right there because it hit a line. I'll add these over to the same vanishing point. You can have as many vanishing points as you want. You could have a different vanishing point for each shape if you would like. That's up to you. And I'll do this one yet. All right. So we have the top done. Again, you could attach maybe some of them to your same vanishing point that you use for your name. That's totally up to you. After this, you will color it. My only suggestion, and I don't care what colors you use whatsoever, that's totally up to you. When you're coloring these sections at the bottom, do not color them all the same color or you will miss out on all your great lines that you drew. So in other words, if you want to do this, I would maybe color this one. What do they say this is? Magenta. And this is blue. So alternate. That way you can at least still see the design that you created when you color. So every other one. Or maybe you want to do pink, purple, green, orange. Doesn't matter to me, but not all the same color. So that way we can still see your lines that you made. Same up with your shapes. Do not color them all the same. If you want to color the stars all the same color, that's fine, but do not color all your lines going to the vanishing point. Those shapes should not all be the same color. I believe that's all. If you want to do what we worked on last year, if you remember blending colors, you may also do that. If you remember, we divide the section into 3. Darkest would be furthest away from the vanishing point. So you would color that in first, and that doesn't matter how you color it in. It could be over, down, however. Left, right, up, down. Then you're going to use your big mixing circles with your hand and circles. And as you get closer to the end, you're going to press lighter and lighter with your pencil till it fades out to basically white at the end. So again, 3 different sections: dark. Mine's a little sloppy because I'm trying to not make this video be forever long. Okay, so dark, and then do your circles. And as you get to the vanishing point, you lighten up your hand, how much pressure you're putting on the paper, and you have from dark to light. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, just message me. I'd love to see what you do. Please post what you do, or send me an email, jldavis@hbgsd.us. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.